Hey, Charlie. Don't sniff too much in there. These feral cats. Oh, hi. I hope you remember me. I'm Country Jack Corncob, speaking here for Pig and Poke Productions. Now, if you don't recognize me right now, you think I'm pulling a trick and I'm incognito, I can explain all of that to you, so give me the benefit of the doubt. I may do it in roundabout ways sometimes, because you know we like to shoot the breeze up here in the country, or chew the fat, as they sometimes say. Anyway, I can explain it all to you. And, you know, I kind of look at these episodes as sort of public service announcements or educational videos, because, well, let's face it, a lot of people are leaving the cities right now and moving to the country. Now, having lived in both realms, I think I can be a great influencer of how y'all perceive things, and maybe help you out in your adaptive moments, if I'm saying that right. Now, first thing I'll explain to you, you're going to say, well, if you're really Country Jack, how come you dress like a city boy? How come you ain't in your overalls? There's a reason for that I'll get around to. There was something of a tragic mishap the other day, and my overalls, well, they're in the laundry. The other question I'm sure you have is, since we know Country Jack don't like masks, how come you're wearing two of them? I got an answer for that. You see, I don't like the masks. I don't think they help that much, but whatever. Thing is, it's illegal to go without one. And Country Jack, he don't like spending a whole lot of time in the calaboose. I think most of us don't. I think a lot of you will understand that. So I'll keep one. But then I'm realizing, see, Country Jack has reached a point that he's got a double chin. So why not have some support there? You can use this one as a mask, and you still have this one as a chin brassiere. It can support you, make you more firm. Just like, you know, ladies wear these brassieres to support the woman parts. Well, men support their lower parts with something they call a jock strap. So I don't know what the more polite term would be for it. Should I call it a chin brassiere? A chin jock? Chin strap? I don't know. You can respond to Jenny on Facebook and tell her what you think if we take a poll. Now, insofar as my overalls, oh, I really hope they can get laundered before tomorrow night, because our neighbor Pioneer Mark lives just down the road, and he is our major domo, our chief steward up here, and he's having us over for a little grill tomorrow night, and I gotta look my best, because you know what we're eating? We're eating bear, or bars, they call it up here. It turns out Pioneer Mark, just across the road a piece, very close to our property, killed himself a bar. Now, this is over a year ago, when bar was in season. But, you know, he froze the meat, and he's been using it. So he's going to give us bar burgers. First time I ever have eaten bar. And I'm excited because I don't know if y'all ever are literary or read the Leatherstocking Tales by James Fenwick Cooper, but the main character, Natty Bumppo, his favorite food is bar meat. So I want to see how much Natty Bumppo is in me. Now back to the overall incident. Quite unfortunate. Not tragic. Both the overalls and I survived. I'll live to wear them another day. But landlady Jenny, just between us, invited her family up here to the estate. Now, they done built a little tent city up here. Before this is over, she'll probably give you a tour, because you know what happens. I never know what episode this is or what's going on, because she films all this stuff. I think this is officially episode 4 if you put in a few public service announcements in the prologue there. Whatever, she takes us back to civilization and edits it. Well, that's if you consider New York City civilization these days. And I think I still do, but it's getting sketchy. It's getting sketchy, brothers and sisters. Anyway, she and her fellow in-laws, I'm the outlaw, they're the in-law, they built this tent city. And I said, damn, if I wanted to live in a tent city with no toilet, I could go live in some city like Los Angeles or San Francisco. Hopefully not New York, but we're kind of headed that way. So anyway, since we got this plumbing problem. Now I know I'm rambling on, but that's what we do in the country. You know, open a PBR or have a cup of coffee or whatever your beverage of choice is, and we'll talk about this. But we got a real plumbing problem up here. Well, I mean, we got the bathroom God created. Charlotte takes advantage of that, and it's easier for the men folk than the lady folk, obviously, but Jen's idea, since we're having a tent city, is to have this little tiny tent latrine. I'm sure she'll show it to you. Probably be very proud of it. But it ain't adequate for nothing. And I'll tell you why. Well, it's adequate. Maybe if you're potty training a first grader. Well, we're all potty trained by first grade. I mean, maybe a 3-year-old or something. And it might be appropriate for very petite women. I mean, it's a little tiny tent. You'll probably see it. And there's a zipper for the entrance that then you zip back up for privacy. But there ain't nothing to hold on to, and it's a little tiny tent. And a little tiny potty chair. I said, I got potty trained by the time I was 3. How am I going to fit my big manly country butt on that little thing? It didn't seem to make any difference to her. Well, anyway, there was a point of, how can I put this? Fecal urgency. And I'm running all over the acreage, but there's women around, so you can't just drop them and plop them. I had to try to use that tent. Let's say the results were not exactly desirable. Now, those of you who grew up in the country know there's kind of an inherent problem with the bib overalls. Because if you're a little kid, they're a little bit hard to manage, you know. And if you're doing the necessary, you know, I'd like to hear from all y'all that have had this happen to you when you're a little boy, right? At some point you get a little bit careless and one of the straps from your bib overalls flops into the toilet. And you got to wear them the rest of the day. Not pleasant. Yeah, I'm having flashbacks because that's kind of what happened to my overalls. But I'm hoping my overalls will be all laundered and nice. And I want to shave and shower myself so that when we go to Pioneer Mark's Bar Feast, I look just fine, like a good country boy, and not like a city slicker. That's about all I got to say. Probably Tent City will come, and when it does, pay attention to this little bitty teepee and the little tiny potty chair that a hulky countryman like myself is supposed to fit onto, and then you'll understand my problem and yours. If you move to the country, it's a problem to avoid.